It is finally back. And although we've had information coming out for the last couple months and a lot of details over the last couple days, deep down, a part of me still kind of thought we're not going to get a college football 25 game. I guess it might just be the pessimist in me, but I was really worried, guys, all those years that we've had false alarms and been lied to, been deceived, been bamboozled, been run astray, led amok. But now it's here with the release of the official gameplay trailer, or trailer, I guess you could say, and the cover art that came out yesterday, as well as the release date, the game showing up on PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, and the like. I think it's actually going to be a reality this year. We're going to have a college football video game. And we're going to talk about the trailer that came out today here on this recording. And I have some mixed feelings, but you know, YouTube is a safe space, right? We can let all those come out and talk about things, talk about our feelings, talk about our emotions and what we thought about the trailer. I know everyone's biggest complaint, and this is a concern for me too, it's very real, is that this game's just going to be a Madden reskin. You know, even people watching the trailer today express that sentiment still. I just don't really buy it though, honestly. You know, I'm not ruling it out, but as I've said on some videos here on the channel previously, I think EA realizes the magnitude of this and knows that they can't just copy and paste Madden and replace those teams with college football teams. And I think we saw some nuggets in the trailer that lead me to believe that that's not going to be the case. We'll talk about that coming up, but I do, again, the pessimist in me, I can't resist. I have to talk about my biggest complaint, and I saw this coming. You know, I knew it was going to be like a hype video type of trailer. I wasn't expecting it to be, you know, 10 minutes of gameplay or anything like that. But it would have been nice to see some sort of gameplay, and you know, if they were to do that, and I'm sure gameplay video will come out over the next couple weeks because we got a ton of information today. But I think, you know, coming out with those gameplay videos, you can kind of put the Madden reskin rumors to rest if we do see that. To me, that was the biggest thing and the biggest disappointment in the trailer. I loved everything about it, to be honest. I thought I was going to be a little more negative feeling towards it, but I think it's just like reiterated that it's coming back, so that's kind of why where I'm at with it. But definitely would have liked to see some gameplay trailer footage in that, as well as some features. But what we do have, and we'll get to this coming up, EA actually did release a press release today that had some features on the game. But guys, the attention to detail with the traditions and pageantry of college football from what we saw in the trailer was amazing. You know, stadium entrances, celebrations, all that absolute heat. Plus, we didn't get to see every team on there, which leaves a lot to the imagination still. For some reason, we saw Wyoming on there twice, the Cowboys. No disrespect to the Cowboys, by the way. I've got my mini helmet right here. Big Cowboys guy, but it was just kind of random that they were on there twice. But anyways, we also saw Appalachian State on there. And that's one of the, I think, like 10, 12 teams that we did not see in NCAA Football 14. That will be in College Football 25. I actually did a video on this channel, a little shameless plug of that, where I looked at all the changes from college football from the last time we had a video game released to now. And it's really insightful, and one of those things was all the teams that will be added to the game that weren't on College Football 14. So check that out. I left a little link at the top of the page here. I'm going to put this Wyoming Cowboys helmet down now and talk more about my favorite parts of the EA Sports trailer today. This is just a personal thing, and I might just be kind of a nerd here, but I thought it was cool to see all the names on the back of the jerseys during the trailer. I thought that was EA kind of flexing their muscle a little bit, saying, hey, look at all the people that we've got to opt into the game. You know, we saw Quinn Ewers on there. I saw several teams that had the jerseys with the names on the back. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, we got Army in the trailer, the option offense in their cutscene. That looked pretty crazy. That was pretty cool. Excited to run a little flex bone, but I better not see the damn Black Knights running astray in my Dynasty mode. I don't want to see Army and Navy, number 1 and number 2 in Dynasty mode. Hopefully they fix that. Turnover celebrations, I liked it. Had me fired up, but let's be real here. If I throw my 4th interception in the first half, I'm going to be kind of pissed off when I see the other team dunking on me over on the sidelines. But that was a cool feature. I like that. There were several turnover animations and just celebration animations in general that I thought were pretty cool with that. So we kind of teased it a little bit. The press release that came out in addition to the trailer, and Matt Brown actually was the one who tweeted that You can get the link in the description to read the full list of features. And, you know, it didn't really offer us a whole lot of new news. The biggest one, of course, was confirming that TeamBuilder will be back. That's right, TeamBuilder will be in College Football 25. I know I'm excited for that. So they did confirm that in the press release. They're also introducing, I thought this was interesting, particularly for Dynasty mode, a wear and tear system. Quote, as the hits add up, players wear down with a wear and tear system. Manage your players' health, limit fatigue, assess risk of injury, and avoid on-field mistakes by using strategic substitutions to ensure your players are at their best when it counts the most. No word, though, if you can do a little blitz the league style action, you know, when you give a little injection to your player. I don't think that's going to be an option on the game. That would be pretty cool, right? Another feature that they highlighted was pre-snap recognition. Pre-snap recognition, quote, pre-snap recognition makes the decision behind every snap matter more. Do you trust in your high-skill seniors or take a risk with your untested freshmen? Read the game, then read your players to make the right decision when the game is on the line. And that cues up perfectly with the next pointer that they highlighted, which is home field advantage. Now, this is something that's not necessarily new, but something that's definitely different from Madden. I know you have the momentum in Madden, but the home field advantage in college football is a little different. So they say, quote, game-altering home field advantages rattle your rivals in college football's toughest places to play. Test your squad's road game composure and confidence levels as you play through distractions like screen shaking, missing pre-play icons, and moving play art. One thing that was teased by Kirk Herbstreit over the last couple weeks was the addition of multiple broadcast teams. That was confirmed in the press release as well. Based on the magnitude of the game that you're playing in, it'll either be Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit announcing your games, or a team of Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock. So that is confirmed as well. They also mentioned a picture-in-picture play call system. Don't really know what that means. They didn't really expand on it very much. But some other things that are just confirmed that we knew would be in the game. Transfer portal, of course, is going to be there. Now, that will not only be in Dynasty mode, of course, where you can recruit from the transfer portal or the high school ranks, but also in Road to Glory. I thought this was interesting in the Road to Glory section. Quote, manage your weekly schedule, GPA, and your image. Earn coach trust to get more playing time, or use the transfer portal to get the time and the glory you deserve. So they mentioned there at the end you can hit the transfer portal. I wonder if there's going to be a limit on that. It would be cool to try and win the Heisman at 4 different schools. But the one thing that stood out to me in mentioning that was manage your GPA and your weekly schedule. I don't know if you guys remember this on previous iterations of college football. You kind of have to go back a little while. I think they first introduced it in 2007, where you had to go to class. I don't remember how that impacted you. I know it boosted your skills, but I can't remember if you failed the class, if you were able to play, or how that worked. But I think that's an interesting dynamic to add to it. I'm excited for that. Another thing that's returning, of course, and this was a concern not only to me but to the college football community in general when they saw this yesterday, was Ultimate Team. I've said it before, I don't play Ultimate Team. I don't care about Ultimate Team. I know some people love it. I'm not bashing it, but I think a lot of people were worried that the main focus of the game would be on Ultimate Team, and EA would kind of dump a lot into that with the microtransactions and whatnot. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm trying to remain positive when it comes to that. But Ultimate Team is, of course, in the game. They say, quote, play solo challenges or head-to-head seasons to upgrade your squad and take on the toughest contests. Test your skills across consoles and more competitive formats like College Football Ultimate Team Champs and Champs Gauntlet. Before we close out the video, that's all we have reacting to the trailer. I definitely want to know what your thoughts were on the trailer, but also want to leave you with this question, and feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. I saw this on Twitter. I thought it was amazing. What's the first play that you're going to run in College Football 25? I think the easy answer is 4 verts, but me personally, I'm probably going to take a knee for all the games that we didn't have. I just won't be able to do it with Miami because it's not in their playbook.